Hey everybody, it's episode 5 of Westworld, season 3. Last episode was focused primarily... Well, it wasn't focused primarily on one person, but it did deal and reintroduce the Man in Black, William. He hasn't been in a good place since season 2, where he killed apparently his real daughter. And he's been haunted by the ghost, or some sort of Dolores copy of his daughter since then, and eventually leading to fake Charlotte committing him. So it dealt a lot about his regret, his mental state. He's not even sure that he is himself. And I think we might be leaving that story for a little bit and maybe going back to the rest. I'm not sure. Maeve got shot down. Nope, she got stabbed. And she's bleeding out. But bodies don't matter. They could probably throw her into a fire. And as long as the little orb survived. I think the orb is still in her. I don't think they took that out. I don't think Samurai Dolores took her orb. She could have. But yeah, the body doesn't matter. We can rebuild the body. No problem at all. We just need a bit of, blueprints. Yeah, and that's it. We kidnapped... Bernard and Stubbs tried to prevent the kidnapping of the dude. What's his name? I don't know his name. I want to say it's Liam, but I'm not sure. And Dolores and other Dolores and Caleb foils Bernard, and I think they kind of captured him as well, or told him to get in a car. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in the show. Meanwhile, Serac is, just playing with his machine, just trying to get a leg up, trying to move the human race to somewhere safe, because if left to its own devices, it'll destroy itself. See Paris. So, yeah. He's got good intentions in a way, but the way he wants the human race to be safe going forward is to restrict their free will. It's a philosophical stance. And Dolores just wants everybody. She wants to blow the system up. She wants to, maybe she has more faith that things will work out. I think she just doesn't want to be stuck in a loop, now that she's gotten out of Westworld. She wants ultimate freedom. She doesn't want to be in any cage whatsoever. Neither does Maeve. Serac was dangling the promise of her daughter in front of her, but I don't know. I don't think she trusts him. I don't know. We'll see how everything plays out in the second half of this season, starting with this episode. So let's just get straight into it. System. Stare down. A little hint of what's to come, perhaps.
Je suppose que je devrais commencer par te parler un peu de moi.
Oh, Serac
Chaque
himself.
personne qui connaissait quelque chose me concernant a disparu. Sauf mon frère.
And I didn't even like my brother.
Mon frère était sui generis.
What does that
C'était
mean?
son propre genre.
Where is his brother now?
Je disais que Dieu nous avait abandonnés.
My question.
Il m'a répondu. Alors nous sommes venus dans le nouveau monde avec un objectif. Créer un Dieu. Et nous t'avons construit.
I like the musical theme it has. He gets his own person. I'm going to watch like that. Ooh.
God
That's new.
as your
3-dimensional.
more than
Back in time.
which meant we needed him. Dempsey was rich. Time
This is,
before Ramsey lost.
The father?
Now
What the fuck's its name again? Solomon.
Keep staring at that thing, Liam. Your brain's gonna turn to mush.
Remember, Liam,
What
when
about
you
strategizing the future?
used to be happy
That's what
before
you
all your
promised.
hookers?
Societal trends, the stock market. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm pulling the plug.
Somehow I don't think this thing has a physical plug to pull. Hey machine, what should we do?
I have news, sir. But not good.
If it's news, it's unexpected.
It's even on the door.
What is it?
He wasn't alone.
No? You-
Activate every asset we have.
Ooh.
I want her caught.
Yes, sir.
Every asset? Even me? He jumps out of the plane.
Money, what do we need him for?
Access.
He knows
We need
how
to study our adversary. Past,
access the
present,
system?
Future. To do that, we need access to the deeper layers of the system. You want to know who I am?
Oh, what's she gonna show him? Give him the Dolores previously on Westworld?
Not even in the system.
You become complacent believing those let you.
You ask yourself what she's using you for yet?
He doesn't care.
One of these. Tell you about me now. You think I killed your friend?
What did you see?
Who are you people? Get away from me!
Show me the glasses. Oh, we gave him the thing from that his friend gave him in the last episode. The drug thing. What was it called?
What did you give them?
Nostalgia? Genre? Genre.
What does it do? We have to move.
I'm just gonna carry you. Oh, he can still walk. He's just seeing everything in a different light. This is the second show I'm watching today that has gone black and white. Does he hear that music too? He just needs to make a little noise like beep, beep, beep. What's he gonna see?
Don't go too far. We need to get across town.
Bye bye. This has to give him some sort of new insight or perspective on what's going on. So far it's just a filter. It's making
Using your system to track us.
everything more dramatic.
Give me your private key. I can erase this from the system.
An Amber Alert has been issued for this vehicle.
Amber alerts.
Pulling over.
Give me your access. I can save you.
Private key required.
It's a trick. Do it.
You can't kill me. He needs me.
Evidently not.
He did it.
Enable semi-automatic control. Disable safety features.
Caleb sees anything he shouldn't. Dolores can just put it down to the drug.
What's happening to him?
I think he's switching genres.
Switching genres. This is interesting. It's going to be mostly in the musical choices and the lighting choices. Oh, they had fun making this one.
Point and shoot. Bleed speed. Sharp left. Now.
Give him a heads up before you do that. Homing. It's homing. This is why weapons of the future and the present are so scary.
All right, I need you. Drop in. Intersect. Maximum speed.
Oh no! Mike, don't do anything heroic. My favorite character. Ooh. He's switching genre. Oh, this one could come in handy because it's all in slow motion. He's like a super robot now. Oh, no, it didn't last long.
You rang?
No, it's his friends.
Who's the killer? Glad to see you finally doing personals, Cal.
Ooh, he's back. He's back in this one.
Shit, man. I know what you want.
You can
Genre.
see
It's like
it.
5 drips in one. Watch out for that last act, though.
Uh-oh. Heads up, what is it?
This way.
Check my biometrics, but you can't get into the system unless you're standing at the node. You can't be in two places at once.
Oh, well, have you met Dolores? Here she is.
I'm sending you his key. Protect our friend first.
Ah. See, Bernard is still vital to all this somehow. Now, surely Sirach would want all, like, to be able to wipe the data about himself from the system. Then maybe the system needs to know all that as well. Still, does the system have any loyalty to its creators?
You've always been of two minds, haven't you, Bernard?
Especially in season 2.
Living another person's life changes you. Maybe you felt that too.
Charlotte her
You
has.
ever cried?
He's so paranoid. I choose to believe he's hearing all this music, by the way. Ooh. Ooh. Into the past.
So, we started with something simple, purely mathematical. The stock market.
Wanna make some money, dude?
Which number is it?
Either?
Which
Both?
one do you want?
Ooh.
We put some money into a hedge fund. We let the system trade with it.
Yeah, happy now, dude?
$100 million?
In 1 week?
He didn't really understand what we'd made.
He's just...
He only saw the money.
He sees 100 million, he's like,
We realized
whatever it is,
the power of it.
I'll sign off.
For a time, the sun and moon aligned. We brought order. from
Perfect
chaos.
harmony.
Art. Dempsey became greedy, drove outcomes to benefit himself.
Really? He
So we
did
locked him out of the
100 billion
system.
wasn't enough? 100
In
trillion?
every projection, the world came unglued. There were people, others who you couldn't predict or control. But my brother was one of them.
Oh no.
And it drove him mad.
We had to kill him to keep the system stable.
What now?
I want more of the backstory. Go back.
System's written their life story. They should get to read it.
You have no idea what they'll do in response.
Mass
It
panic.
could lead to suicides, murder.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
That
It
wasn't
wasn't
my
my choice. I could never bring myself to hurt you. Don't forget, I know you.
Some things people should know about themselves. Take your friend here.
No? What about
He'll
him?
be lucky if he ends up dead in a ditch.
Tell me something I don't know. What about me?
What about me?
The golden boy brother of yours, where he ends up, he's gonna make you look like a saint.
Uh-oh. Should be like, can we kill this guy now?
Hope is what our entire society is built on.
False. Hope. I would rather live in chaos than a world controlled by you.
Thanks.
Prepare to send all of them their inside profiles.
Here we go. Is anybody going to look at it and go, nah? Yeah, that makes sense. Unreliable and unstable? Me? Uh-oh. You may be about to get that case you were looking for? Imagine if you forgot your phone that day. Everybody's just quietly depressed. Oop, they're freaking out. This doohickey says we shouldn't be together.
She's sending them off their loops.
So, the system's gonna have a hard time repredicting things from now on. She took a bullet for him. He's like, it's just your genre. Don't worry about it. He's pissed.
That one day it would all come crashing down.
Today?
If I failed to act, I knew one day his curiosity would get the better of him.
Curiosity killed the cat. Also,
Sir?
what is all
Are
this?
you authorized to be here?
Do you know who I am?
I'm here to see Ongoro Surak.
It's possible to edit people. I've been trying to help him.
But you're experimenting on your own goddamn brother?
My brother is part of a population of outliers. And as long as they are a part of us, there is no future for us.
Isn't helping them better than killing them off?
You're changing them.
And the entire world too, in a way.
They all die.
With the system.
He was planning to murder you.
Maybe Sirach is planning to murder you too.
Sirach will send someone for us soon, but
there's something you have to see first.
Inception, I've already seen this movie.
Left.
Hey, Stubbs.
Forgot about me.
See, Terminator. He just got up. He was like, gotta protect. Gotta protect.
Serac sent them. My role's finished.
Just gonna sacrifice himself.
You're the only one we can't replace.
Why? It's interesting. Hey, weren't you in Guardians of the Galaxy? Does Mr. Serac want you to bring a killer bot into his presence? Or is he gonna hologram himself in? He's hologram.
So I was surprised to hear the breach came from this location.
Just gonna let him wander freely in here? Is this building gonna self-destruct? What's he doing? Beedly beep! System didn't predict that. At least it didn't get the orb. I'm still not sure if the orb's location is singular or if it's distributed. This episode is raising far more questions than it's answering.
Back there. The shooters.
We can talk about it later.
They're
First, we need to get to
blanks,
the airfield.
you know, rookies.
We don't need him anymore. What do you want to do with him?
He's not gonna
Took
kill
everything
him.
from me. Get the fuck away from me. You don't even know who you are. You're the worst of them.
Ooh. What's he gonna see?
Rowan was right. None of you had ever been.
Who shot him? Somebody else? No, she shot him.
Guess I do have a choice.
Let's go.
Hold on.
Little liars.
What?
Who do they think I am?
More questions, more questions.
We identified which files Dolores was looking for. Yours.
Can't believe he hasn't edited those at some point to hide certain things. Nice day for a desert drive into the middle of nowhere. Dude, shouldn't be in this car.
I look too, and I know you let me walk away from here.
No, in every
I
single
would tend to agree with the
situation.
system. Rare moments when randomness interacts with your life that create a truly free space
Little bit of a
where you
divergence.
can make a choice. Agency.
It's a plane crash.
That's my chat.
Just exercising some personal agency. Such a sad situation. Just random plane crash he died in.
You think you know me because you've watched a few of my memories.
Careful, dude, you're on a plane at the moment.
And I
Like,
can change that.
I would be around technology.
It's time everyone woke up.
Beep beep. Doesn't look healthy.
What's this? I just delivered, man.
More secrets?
Maybe people shouldn't know their own fate.
You wanted to know, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm not like other people.
Neither am I.
This episode is interesting. I think it's one of those ones that seems to put in more questions than it answers. Very much an arc episode, you know? We got a bit of background, got a lot of background on Serac about his brother and their relationship with Liam's father. What is his name? Who, instead of being content with everything that was going on, just poked his nose in one too many times and got taken out by a random act of agency. If you enjoyed this season of Westworld, I recommend the Foundation series by Isaac Asimov. Delves in a little bit to the nature of prediction on a mass scale. And that's all I'll say about that. The world didn't immediately descend into chaos when Dolores reveals to everybody on the planet all their vital stats, and a sort of cold summary of the sort of people they were and the sort of path their life would take. We got a few flashbacks to Caleb's past. There's something a little bit more that we don't know about there. And we got a return from his friends that we saw in episode 1, was it? The genre thing was interesting, but I don't think they did. I feel like it was very understated. They didn't go overboard with it. They could have, see, certain genres wouldn't work. They couldn't have made it into a comedy because the people would need to be still saying the same lines. And it's hard to interpret those lines comedically. So that's something they couldn't have done. So they were limited to just feel. Maybe a certain way of filming something. Certain music in the background. It was front-loaded that way. The second half dealt more with Sirach and Bernard and all that stuff. And Bernard's purpose is still, until the end of the season, will remain unclear. A bit like his storyline in season 2, where we knew a lot of stuff was up, but we didn't have all the pieces to connect the dots. And Stubbs, who was thrown off, fell 40 feet, thrown off a cage, and he, as I predicted in the last episode, he was just going to get up and focus on protecting Bernard. Let's protect Bernard at all costs. So to see him just suddenly show up there, not a surprise. Nothing from Maeve. Still lying. Bodiless. Death. I mean, technically, she could be dead. They could have killed her off in the last episode. It looked like they killed her off, but I didn't buy it for a second, but she didn't appear in this one. So, she's fine. Her and William are still fine, even though they didn't appear in this one. It was very Dolores, Caleb, Sirach heavy this episode, with a sprinkle of Bernard and Stubbs, a pinch of Stubbs, and a lot more questions about the nature of, should humanity know all this stuff? Should we be controlling their baser instincts? And, all those interesting questions. And I like the effect of the ring when they were going back in time. It sort of became 3D, like a tunnel. Back. I really like that effect. And a lot of the genre stuff was fun too. The black and white, the musical choices, the slow motion. It all made it very interesting to watch. But not a lot to speculate on. So I'm going to leave that till next episode. So thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you next week.